What's poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We got some Beelzemon and we do have GraceNova. Tommy Tricks now on the Rowdy Rocker tech, looking to see if he can go undefeated in this week. Plenty of GraceNovamon players in the room, but him definitely one of the stronger ones in the building. Also, top of the video, I want to say thank you again to our awesome members that have been helping support the channel. Everyone that has been commenting, watching, sharing it around, you guys are awesome. But I just want to give a special shout out to the people that have been also financially supporting the channel. Of course, at the ultimate tier, we do have the Tommy NT. At the ultimate tier, we have DHM. At the rookie tier, and joined in the rookie tier is a brand new member as well. Shout out to Bradley Hall joining the membership program at the rookie tier. And with the Digi Eggs, we do have Tommy Tricks on the right, looping those Firemons, and using that alt Coronamon to degenerate, gain 2, and go into a brand new Firemon. Beelzemon on the left, Seb, Vanguard Refugee, just a game store member as well. Ooh, doesn't pass turn on the Flaremon there. That would have actually been very, very funny if it just passed turn. Of course, popping the Impmons is kind of less ideal than stunning them. Like, Crescimon does way more work in this matchup. Not enough cards in trash for the Blast Mode to pop. We are going to see the Balmon mill the rivals. Do get to play out an Impmon as well off of the Beelzemon. I'm not sure. I mean, once all of these cards hit trash, the Balmon will float. We're going to gain 3 memory off of using the Coronamon effect. Corona once again. So just look how much memory got printed. W. Also, it means whilst we're thanking the members, it means I must have missed a Rowdy Rocker. But look how big that stack is, bro. Oh, see, this obviously feels like the easiest swing in the world, but swinging into purple means you are risking your whole stack dying to a sec bomb, like 7th Full Cluster. There's no level on the searcher, so goodbye that Apollo stack. Can I get some salute reacts in chat? Just, now we're a little bit far behind. Luckily, Uko is going to be doing a little bit. He just has to figure out what he's going to do here. Floated into a Beelzemon as well, which will be popping most small stacks now. Anything less than level 5, I think, just dies instantly. So instead, just going to go for a second searcher for 3. Very, very awkward situation. By the way, as well, if you want to get yourself shouted out towards the beginning of the videos, that's something I'm going to be trying to do more for these February things, is just shouting out the members as they continue to grow. Yeah. I tend to start recording new batches of footage, like, after a Wednesday, because Wednesdays is when our locals are at Fanboy 3. So if you want to find yourself mentioned at the beginning of videos, make sure to drop by the memberships. Any tier is going to get yourself shouted out in the vidya. We do seem to have a Lunamon and an Ukomon built now on that right-hand side. I like the Beelzex just to make yourself as sticky as possible. Gonna be pushing out a Balmon here. Gonna have the Impmon swing, which is gonna mill 3. The Rivals Barrage, a Warp Impmon, and an X Antibody. We do have that second trash available now, thanks to the Rivals Barrage next turn. And Balmon is still gonna give him a decent amount, but he's actually not gonna swing. I don't know if I like that. But I guess he wants to go for the 2 checks. Yeah, gonna gain back 2. I think he wants to hit 2 checks here and just go big damage. We're gonna use Wizard to put Death Slinger to the top, and then we're gonna mill 2 off of the Impmon and the Yamon, which gets some decent value, but it's gonna die on that first check, which is, yeah, there's not really much DP gain if you're going on the Wizardmon stack, so I think I would have liked to see him go for the Balmon, because then if it died, it floats into a Beelzemon from trash. Obviously, it feels less greedy, and like the benefit of hindsight is we know it would have died on first check, but it was just one of those things that, like, you get technically more value from doing it that way, because if you float and then find a new way to mill, you can proc the starter deck Beelzemon which would then be able to gain you extra memory. So we are going to get that source stripped, and we are going to get that full board stun. Don't need to clear the Beelzemon X antibody at all. If it gets an X antibody under it, it can actually now swing, but it will just get blocked by the Dianamon. We're going to grab something back with our Rival's Barrage. Obviously 2 were milled, so we actually have access to 2 of them. I'm going to go for the Bill Star here, because I think we're over 20. Seb stacks is kind of in a plus. So north, vertical, horizontal, and then looks like we're back to horizontal. So Bill Star going to be coming down relatively cheap, and then we're going to slinger the remaining stack. Going to gain an extra memory and hatch thanks to Uko. Then we'll bounce back one of the searches with the Lunamon. Not going to be able to play it back because there's nothing sideways. So we can't actually have like the searcher swing into a sideways body. But both of them have played this ball control quite well. A little bit of a back and forth. Tommytrix is behind. So I think now is go time. Because unless he can find himself... I mean, to be fair, if he goes into another Diana, he's chilling. Because he would have to... He didn't set up a rookie. Yeah, he didn't set up a rookie before, so he can't do anything crazy with it. I'm going to go Flaremon, and then we are going to go with the Firemon. I like the use of the kind of like feeding Lunamon into the meat grinder. Putting it underneath to force an Evo that obviously then whiffs, but there's Sayo and Co as well printing just some extra memory so we can get as much value as possible. Okay, gonna go into the Beelzemon X antibody. The problem is we can't... If he wants to go into that, he'd have to try and swing sideways to get the most value out of it. But because he's gone for the stun, I think what I would have liked to see him do is if he could... I don't know, if he could have built up a second Baal and go into Baal X, that would allow him to get his Wizardmon X back. We're gonna go... Ooh, okay. Training to evolve for 1 over the Beelz X. Iron Mako, not gonna choose to put anything to the top. And it is just gonna swing. He's 14k, there's only a blue source. Oh, that sucks. That sucks big time. Go into a second Diana, which then strips the source out and then stuns the board again. That's rough. That is rough. We're gonna go Witchmon here, and I think this might be just a little bit too far out of gas. 1 coat. Diana to the bottom. Apollo. With the swag as well. I'm gonna use the Ko and Sayo to put Lunamon to the bottom and go into a Corona. Phobos Blow, gonna pop the lowest, and it's gonna help us bring back something from trash. Shout out to Seth for getting that Apollo in Tommytrix's hand. Both of us blinging up little by little. He is fully deproxied now. I mean, he definitely is now. Because I gave him an Apollo today, because I also managed to get an Apollo ult. And I was unaware of this ult one, so I think we're fully deproxied. Nice to see. Yeah, I completely missed that he was going for the deck out there with 3 cards left in deck. Really doesn't matter that the security didn't need to get flipped, because we're just going to deck out and go up to game 2. How's it going, y'all? I'm not allowed to use toy footage, so here is player ammo. The thing that's been helping support the channel since pretty much the start of Digimon. If you're watching the ads, you want to dodge them next time, consider joining the memberships. But for those of you interested in the thing that keeps me going and shooting these Digimon videos weekly, player ammo. Here it is. It's actually way less sweet than some of the other competitors, which makes it pretty nice for me. Delicioso. But yeah, if you want to support me, you can get 10% off on your order, and yeah. See ya. Alright, Mulligan out. Seb definitely could not keep his opening hand. He is going to be going first. Tommytrix looking to go second. We're going to go for the Corona one in the back. Iron marker, so it looks like we didn't have the rookie, but we did fine, so we're okay. But yeah, as I was kind of saying at the end of the last game, Beelzemon only lets you play Impmon, not Impmon in name, so that means you can't actually play Impmon X off of your Beelzemon. It's the same with, I believe it's the same with Beelz X and the EX2 Impmon. It's you have to play exactly an Impmon. No Impmons to play out, but at least there's now a Beelzemon in trash if something does happen, and we are going to go into a Beelzemon to set up. Ooh, double back, and then we're going to be swinging 2 checks. Is going to reveal a Deathslinger, and there it is. Gains an extra one. 14k 2 checks. Nice little start from him. But Trix, honestly, is still set up quite nicely here. Gonna trash. Ooh, trashes off the Phobos. And then we're gonna get into an Iron Marker to pass him over. Fire comes out. Gonna take both the 6s. We're in a little bit of trouble, but we'll see how it goes. Gonna use the Cult and Sio to go into a brand new Firer. And now we're gonna use the Coronamon of. Ooh, okay, no, we're gonna go into Cressamon for 1. Remembering to suspend the Siren Co. Oh, yeah, so it went into the Siren Co to print a memory, and then the egg evolves the Cressamon for -1 and then the -2. So, for 3, and then Diana full stun. Very nicely done there. Memory manipulation on this deck is so important. Tommy Trix, many people have complimented him on his ability to just make the memory gauge work at maximum efficiency. I'm not sure how I feel about putting the Impmon straight onto board. Especially if you weren't going to be able to do too much. I think I would have preferred to see the Impmon put in Raising and then pushed out next turn. Because all you're asking for is it to just get stunned or blown up or anything. Because, like, the body is stunned. Like, it's kind of like playing into Blue Flare, and Seb should know this as a Blue Flare player as well. Like, the 6 has done its job. All it can do now is turn into a 7, so that Impmon is going to be the target for pop, I'd imagine, especially because the Impmon would just, the Beelzemon would just float. We are going to be blitzing. Yeah, going to be blitzing. First check, pop the Impmon. Well, oh, look at all those cards. Now he knows that there's basically no sec bombs. Gonna pop the Impmon. Second check, Rivals is gonna clear it. Happens. Puts him on 1. One of the Iron Markers is stunned. Not that he's gonna be using it this turn. And with the Impmon gone now, it's pretty rough. If he'd at least just kept the Impmon in the back, it meant that the Beelzemon X antibody would be forced to float. Which I guess would have been nice. Oh yeah, nothing on board, just a bunch of heavy options. Gonna evolve into Blast Mode. Gonna put 2 to the top. Okay, it does not gain back the 3, so I guess it doesn't matter. He was just using it to just put some cards to the top of his deck. Although he no longer floats if his stack dies, so I don't fully agree with it. He is still ahead, but maybe panicking a little bit. We saw a lot of options go to the bottom, so realistically they have to be in his hand, which I think we do know. Degenerate gain 2, Evolve for 1, Searcher for 1, Luna passes 3, and then we're going to use the Cressamon to stun the Blast Mode. Very nicely done. Gonna just go for training here, searching for it. And again, this is just another example of him just being a turn behind because of that Impmon coming out. Gonna once again print 3 memory, and then we're gonna evolve for 0 cost. Lekis now. Gonna be setting up. We're gonna find the blue target and the GraceNova. As a reminder, each of the 4s find their clan and then the alternate clan or GraceNova. So it's very important that you don't misplay by picking up 2 cards when you shouldn't be able to. I'm going to use the co-effect to degenerate the Lekismon and evolve into GraceNova for free. This now gives us the protection to swing in for those 2 checks. First check is going to find that 4th Iron Marker, and the second one is there. I don't think we need to swing here. 7th full cluster would obviously pop the Luna, but we're just going to put out an Ukomon And I think you might as well swing, right? Okay, no, we're gonna... Wait. Oh, that's so smart. Put the Lunamon to the bottom, and now it's a level 4, so go into the Cressamon. Yo, warp for Digivolve with extra steps? He's so nice with it. Gonna play the Impmon for 3, and then we're gonna use Iron Mako. Wait, I mean, you have to evolve first, draw, then use the Iron Mako. He's gonna use 3 of them. So he is absolutely... Wait, I mean... Alright, I guess he just put all 3 of them in one go, because I was not... I only saw him put to the top of the deck once. But, gets the value out. And the problem with having the Rivals Barrages in hand is now that the GraceNova is there for protection, it's not like he'd be able to do both. Gonna go for the Impex, gonna choose not to do anything, and it looks like we are set up pretty comfortably. Gonna swing in with the lowest, and that's gonna be it to scoop it up to 2-0. As always, if you liked what you saw and you want to see more, consider joining the membership program, but most importantly, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe on your way out. As always, have yourselves a damn good one.